Hello everyone, and welcome to your monthly horoscope reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of October 2022. All right. And just so you know, I have got myself some new decks of cards for my monthlies. And I will be pulling two of the cards from the Fairy Tarot cards, as well as one extra Romance Angel cards. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, and a very special thank you to all of you who have subscribed and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. I really do. Thank you. All right. On that note, we're going to shuffle these cards. And I love the month of October. It is my favorite month of all. Especially Halloween. What a holiday. It is my favorite one. You can dress up as your inhibition. Nobody judges. You can knock on a perfectly stranger's door and they will open it. They got a smile on their face. They give you candy. In some cases, they give you a drink. You know, they're glad to see you. The whole world likes each other. It's just a perfect holiday. Or I think it is. All right. On that note, I am going to pull you your first Fairy Tarot card. Don't be distracted by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and directly. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. That's a beautiful card. Look at that. A little lovely tiger, a little baby in the back, and the fairy, all purple. That's gorgeous. All right, Virgo. And your first card out is the Moon card. So, things are changing in your surroundings, perhaps in some of the cases in your job or your relationships for others. You know, the sudden changes, landscape, the rules are changing, mood swings are changing. You know, make sure you're getting enough sleep to start with. Don't deprive yourself of that because it's just not good. So you can stay sharp and use your intuition this month as well. Stay on your toes. And the Five of Cups. So feeling a little bit remorse. You know, turning your back, looking at, what you've lost, what's gotten away from you, what's slipped away, that sort of thing. But it's nothing fatal. You've realized that. You're going forward with what you need to do in the future. You know, there's still 2 cups on offer behind you. So you're not in lack of anything. Quite the contrary. You just got to realize what you have. And the Six of Pentacles. So there you are. You like to offer your hand. You like to give people a help. You like to give them advice if they ask for it. You're very caring, sharing, that sort of thing. You know, you'll do it to a fault. You know, if they wind up being your friend, they've made quite an incredible friend because you like to make, friends for life. So that's a very nice card. And the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be yourself, your other half, a friend. You know, it's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. They're very caring, loving, kind. They like to see things grow. They'll take their time. They're hard workers. They like to see things complete. They like to save for a rainy day. You know, they like to find good bargains. They just like to live in comfort. And they're not afraid to do hard work to achieve that accomplishment. And the Seven of Swords. So you've had to defend yourself. You've realized that, you can't trust everybody. So you're stepping back a little bit. You're keeping things to yourself. Maybe you're, starting something on the side. Maybe you're unhappy with a job that you have and you're trying to get out of it. That sort of thing. Or a relationship and you're just, squirreling away the fundage to set yourself free. And that's all right if that's what you need to do. And the Knight of Swords. So saying your piece, standing your ground, knowing what the decisions that you're making are the right ones for you. And you're not afraid to, stand behind what you say. You're very good at that. If you say something, you mean it. And you're not afraid to make sure that it happens. If you're giving your word to somebody, I'll be there at 2:00. Come hell or high water, you'll be there at 2:00. If you need to say something to somebody because they've upset you or upset somebody you care about, you'll definitely say that too. You don't mix your words that way. And on that note, I am going to deal you your Romance Angel card. Everybody needs a little love. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Isn't that a very interesting card? Yeah, sometimes, we see what our parents do and we say we're never going to do it. And we follow in their footsteps just as if they were doing it all over again. So, and on that note, I will pull you your last Fairy Tarot card. All right. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new endeavor. Trust yourself. Isn't that a wonderful card? The Dreamer. Dream big, because it'll happen. And you already know it. You're following your intuition and your thoughts. You're realizing what you think will come around. You just sort of have that insight, which is wonderful. All right, and your next card out is your Six of Wands. So great accomplishments. You're not much one for taking fanfare. You're sort of fly under the radar sometimes, but maybe this month you need to be okay when somebody says you've done a good job or they see it and they, appreciate you for it. Take that because you've earned it. Don't shy away from it. And the Knight of Wands. All right, so an invitation, news coming in. For some of you, this is a vacation coming in the future. Could be taking a drive to another town, taking the RV, going to a cabin at a lake, because it's the perfect time to do that, I think. In the fall, nobody around, it's more tired and peaceful and that sort of thing, but that's just my opinion. All right. And the King of Cups. So a water sign. Offering you a hand. They're very, very good at that. It's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe this is somebody you know, a good friend, relative. Could be your other half in some cases. You seem to get along with Pisces quite well. You're pretty much matched. But yeah, they're very kind, giving. They like everybody to be happy. They're very motivated. They like to resolve problems. If there's an issue, they'll figure out how to fix it so that it's no longer an issue, whether that's your vehicle or friendship or relationship, that sort of thing. They just like to see everybody happy, and they will help them as much as they can to get there. And the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So, information coming in, quick moving, something's on the offer. Like I said, this could be a trip as well. just to the beach, taking a bike ride, a walk around the park, that sort of thing with some good friends, your other half. You're just feeling good this month. Things are starting to look up. I am a Virgo as well, so like I said, I quite enjoy this month because it's October and it's Halloween, and maybe you're like me, we just sort of enjoy the fall weather. And the Death card. That's all right. You have to end something to begin something new and better, as I always put it. So the Death card, you're realizing where you were, whether it's a romance, a love affair, a marriage, friendship, something that you've given up on. You've let go. It's run its course, and you realize that, although you feel a little nostalgia over it, and sometimes wishing it hadn't ended, but you're glad that it did because you realize what was going on, that sort of thing. So you're okay with it as well. So you're just moving on. You're opening up to other new adventures and things in your life, and you're realizing what you let go was meant to let go of. So you're sort of just glad it's over. You're mourning it, but you're mourning it with a smile, if that makes any sense. And the Wheel of Fortune. How nice. So, like I say many times, this could be a lottery winning for some. Isn't that a lovely thought? For others, this could be a new career. Your bank account is growing. Things are starting to look up. People are starting to notice. You're feeling good. You're just, everything's coming together. You've completed something in your life and you're moving on to something totally different, but happily. You're doing it happily. You're not worried about it. You're not worried that it's not going to pan out, because you know that it will. It's got all the earmarks of it's going to happen. It's going in the right direction, and it's going to be very profitable in the future for you. So that's really nice. And the Three of Swords. So some sort of betrayal. Somebody's hurt you. Maybe this is in a past relationship. Maybe there was some infidelity on both sides or just one side, and you never really said your piece about how you felt about the way it ended. And maybe you're going to have that opportunity to more or less have a heart-to-heart with your other half. Maybe it's time, and not feeling that whatever you're going to say is going to be judged because it's already done. So you're going to take the swords out of your heart so that you can love again. You can move forward again in, a happier time, and you can open up to bigger and better, because we all learn lessons from relationships, good or bad. And we have to learn to take the good out of it, leave the bad behind so we don't bring it into new relationships. And that's very hard to do, but we all can accomplish that. We just have to put that mindset when we go to say something. Don't judge them as what happened before, because they weren't the ones who did it. So other than that, you're moving forward, you're moving up. If this is a job for some of you, it's going in the right direction. People are starting to notice you. You bring to the table a lot of benefit and knowledge. You're standing up for yourself. You're no longer, taking the back seat. When somebody offers you a compliment, you're learning to accept, that sort of thing. So it's ending on a very good note. For the month of October, you're going to be quite happy. In some cases, some of you are meeting new friends, new places to hang out, and might even be a new romance coming in for some of you as well. All right, Virgo, on that note, you have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you again next month. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.